Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I transfer my bike the old bike measurement to the new bike. It's advised by Travis. Previously, I used the more common method, measure the tip to the center of handlebar, but this I find a bit difficult because of the geometry of the bike. For Colnago and SL5 is a bit different. So to ensure my saddle height and the reach, everything is consistent. My good friend Travis actually advised me to use this method. I find it extremely useful, and I will now show you how it's been done. So far on my software that I use, a little bit feedback, I find the sitting is a bit low, so I try to go back to my old saddle height. So this is how I did on my old bike and how I transfer to a new bike. First of all, please find a place to position your bike vertically against the wall, and behind this wall, the tire should sit flush to the rear of the another wall, so it's a right angle. So you can see, but what I'm going to do next is to measure the wall against the BB and the wall against the tip of the saddle. But in my case, my saddle is the same for both bicycles, so it's much easier for me. But I think shouldn't create much difference. So anyway, let's carry out the measurement. Now what you can do is measure the distance of the wall to the center of BB. In this case is 740. Okay, make sure. Okay, you have to put something to press against the bike to the wall. In this case, I use a slipper, bathroom slipper, about 738. Then next is the saddle tip. Okay, about 713. So another one is the saddle height. This one pretty easy, quite standard, everybody do. Is about 660. Okay, good. So this done. Okay, now I position the Colnago in the same manner as my SL5 with a slipper in front against the wall. Okay, let's carry out the measurement. Now I measure. You can see this is a bit different from my SL5. This is 745, so I need to add another 5 mm on my saddle tip. So just now is 713, so I add around another 5 mm. Now is 720. Actually, this is already adjusted to the SL5, so very close. And center to the top 660. So this is almost 1:1 to the SL5 already. So you must remember this 28 tires, that's why the distance is different. Okay, I shall not discuss about how I adjust all these, unscrew all this. So I basically show you how both bikes are similar. So this method, leaning against the wall, one is a better method rather than the old ways of measure the tip to the center. How you consider where is center? Very hard, because nowadays integrated handlebar is harder to consider where is the center. So anyway, sometimes you already purchased a fixed stem, so no point measuring that. So unless you got budget to change. So anyway, this is the better way because sitting position is more important. So as for the reach and how low you want to slam is up to individual flexibility. But the seat height and the saddle height is the offset lah, the fore and the rear, how the saddle move, front and back will affect how you pedal. Okay, so far I've transferred my SL5 to my Colnago. My butt does not hurt anymore. So they say, in fact, some of my friends told me lower better, can use more glute. I don't know what's the theory lah. But anyway, it works for me right now. So instead of using my VeloFit measurement, I resort back to my old SL5 measurement.